Thanks to the support as a channel member, Stephen Boyd II. Oh, boys and girls, after yesterday's transfer special, this special is the word. It feels like this season is going to be special. This is a team that's going to win the league. Please. Welcome to part 94 of Bourne in the USA. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have our first two games of the new League Two season. We're at home against the NJ Teamsters and away against Philadelphia II. Probably two. I mean, they could use the number two that DC United U23s did. It's not hard. But yesterday's transfer special was an eventful one. We released an awful lot of players. We brought in a load more, but somehow ended up with a first team that looks eerily similar to what we had this time last year. We've gone not as far over our wage budget as I thought we would. We're only a couple of £100 over. That's easily remedied, and we hopefully will remedy that as the season goes on. Ignore the fact that we're £1 million in debt, still paying back the £1 million loan that we took out last time we were £1 million in debt. None of that's relevant. What's relevant is this is our team for the first day of the new season. Like I say, familiar look, but upgraded in a couple of key areas. So we've got Johnny Walker in goal, a back four of O'Rourke, Phillies, New Boy De La Fuente, and Vakalenko. Vakalenko is now a permanent signing for us. O'Rourke on loan from a different club. Phillies extended his loan from last season. Padilla and Angel in midfield. Angel with his loan extended as well. Aguilar on the left. Robinson, also on loan from New England rather than Bourne Town, similar to O'Rourke. And then Takada up front, along with new strike partner Tristan Wright, who scored 14 goals in League One last year. We've not dropped Kevin Johnson. He's just not fully fit for this first day of the new season. And that bench has a few more of our new boys on. Rodriguez can play anywhere up the left-hand side. Hernandez can play left-back, centre-back. Lindley can play central midfield, attacking midfield. We've got options from the bench. Of course, Johnson down there as well. I'm feeling good about this team, about this squad. Let's just go out there and show the world that we're not rubbish. That's the important thing to do here. I'm already realising I've not set up any of my set pieces or anything, but to be fair, with the limited number of new players in this team, I don't think I need to, because I think they're probably going to be exactly the same as they were last season. I'm certainly not going to redesign the set pieces to take Kevin Johnson out of them, because I would expect him to be back probably for the second match, unless Wright comes in and scores a hat-trick on his debut. But even that might not be enough to displace Johnson, who got 39 in 39 last season. So he's going to have to show me that he is considerably better than Johnson over the long term to steal his starting spot. Aguilar with a cross, and there is Tristan Wright. That is a good finish. Maybe we have got a new superstar striker. Who's Kevin Johnson? Bin him off. Don't need him anymore. I'm kidding. Sort of. If he does much more of this, expect him to be in for the next match, though. It's a nice problem to have. Some good competition up front. It's a lovely finish from Wright. And if he's going to score the goals that fire us to League One, then I'm not that. You've seen me before dispose of previous heroes. The Hernandai will tell you all about that. It doesn't take too much to convince me that our new superstar striker is an upgrade on our last superstar striker. The pre-season top scorer prediction, Takada and Wright were the two that were on that email in the top 5 lowest odds for top scorer. Johnson wasn't. So it seems like is Angel trying to get himself sent off here. He did a slide tackle, didn't get the ball, got up, slid again, still didn't get the ball, and then lunged back in for a third time. Somehow doesn't foul the man, doesn't give away a free kick, there's no card, no injury. I don't really understand what Angel was up to there, but his inability to get a tackle in has eventually led to us conceding a goal, which this is the problem we had last year. We do far too much of this, conceding goals, and it looks like our new redesigned defence, just one new player being added in, but we're paying him nearly £1,000 a week, and De La Fuente hasn't come in and made all of the difference just yet, because we've still conceded a goal. I was expecting infinite clean sheets. Now we're spending all this money on defenders. Right, Vakalenko from the throw finds Robinson, who gives the ball away. That's disappointing from Robinson. I have very high hopes for him this season because he ended last season so strongly. And I was really disappointed when he chose not to come back to us permanently and went to New England instead. If he's now going to be rubbish, I'm going to be very, very sad. It is Is it New England or North Carolina? They're basically the same place. I'm sure my American viewers will confirm. Basically the same place. It doesn't really matter. Right, clearance ends up with Robinson. Takada is there. Good hold-up play from Takada, as per usual. And now Robinson can get his head down and start to run. Robinson isn't fully fit. He's not been here for pre-season. I think if Garcia had been fit, I probably would have played him ahead of Robinson because Garcia played a full pre-season with us, whereas Robinson didn't. Robinson will get there. He does just look half a yard off the pace at the moment, though. Takada with an in-swinger, looking for De La Fuente, but he can't keep his header down. That would have been a nice way to start repaying some of the extraordinary salary we're paying that man by thundering that header under the crossbar. But unfortunately, he didn't. Salary still not justified. O'Rourke now is going to take a throw here on the left-hand side. Probably the last piece of action we see before half-time, and it ends up with Angel, who crosses in for Robinson, who's unmarked and can't keep his header down. That's like your subtitle of that first half. Can't keep his header down. It happened a couple of times too many in that first half. Not very happy with what I've seen. I don't know how good the NJ Teamsters are, but I don't remember playing them last year. And I can't imagine they've been relegated from the league above. So I feel like this might be newly promoted team or just a team that was so rubbish they were never anywhere near the promotion race last year. They should not be holding us to a 1-1 draw at home, or even worse, beating us. Aguilar's given away a penalty here, and all the positivity I had about this squad is slowly but surely starting to seep out of me. We need a save from Walker here. We don't get one. Well, we're going attacking. We're demanding more. We're looking at the bench. Johnson, warm up. Lindley, warm up. We might have a little look at you. Rodriguez, double warm up. Aguilar's coming off. Let's make some changes. Right. Johnson is definitely going to come on. Can Wright play as a target man? Not really. He's 5'7". I don't want to play Johnson as the target man because he's only 5'10". We're going to take Wright off, even though he's been the best. Is that mad? But he's getting our best striker on the pitch. That can never be mad, surely. If there's only one man he can come on for, what I might do is change the attack entirely and experiment with this. We can stick Lindley in there as a playmaker. Padilla can go and do that. And we can try that. You never know. Let's make him an attacking. No, let's leave him support. He's better at support, apparently. Maybe we'll have him pushing forward a little bit more. So, new shape, new players. Let's see if we can grab a goal back. Probably being a goal down at home against a bad team on the first day of the season, taking off both strikers isn't a great way to endear yourself to the Bourne faithful. I'd like to think they'll cut me a little bit of slack at this point of my career. Robinson, we probably should have taken off. He was tired already, wasn't he? And he's very, very tired now. I think some mistakes have been made in this match on my behalf. I'm going to blame my assistant manager for this all going wrong. What's happening? What is happening here? This was not in the script for today's video. Well, this system officially doesn't work. We're never going to use it again. Hope you enjoyed Rob Lindley. He's finished because he takes the blame for this entire system not working. Oh, we were going to concede a fourth. What on earth is going on here? Bakalenko to Robinson. We're going to grab a consolation goal? No. Just a terrible cross that nobody wanted to get anywhere near. Remarkable. Well, back to the drawing board, I guess. Even O'Rourke, so solid in the second half of last season, just misdirecting headers. Everyone, I don't know if dynamics has been ruined by the high player turnover. We might need to go and check that out. It's inexplicable how badly we've played today. I'm just going to have a quick look at dynamics. I don't think I checked it all summer. Can't imagine it's that bad, surely. Surely. These don't be that bad. Waiting for the... It's not that bad. For a start of the season, that seems about right. I don't really understand why we were as poor as we were there. Which is what you really want to hear from your manager in this kind of situation. Right, we made a few changes for the Philadelphia game. Then Hernandez coming in at left back, Claudivanio coming in midfield, Stackhouse coming in on the right-hand side. Yes, I've fallen out with the two boys who've just arrived, mainly because they're not fully fit. O'Rourke's still not fully match fit. Robinson just didn't look fully fit in that game, although apparently he is now. And we'll go with this. We've not brought Johnson in just yet, because it does seem a little bit harsh on Wright that he's come in, scored on his debut, and immediately gets dropped. So if he keeps scoring, he keeps in place. The moment he has a game where he doesn't score, Johnson's back in. We could probably run that all season long. If one of them stops scoring, the other one gets in and starts scoring. Takada can just be the glue that holds it all together, either side of them. Talking of the Takada glue, there's the cross for Aguilar, and there's the first goal. It's not our first goal of the season. I was going to declare it our first goal of the season. It's not. You saw us score in the last game. But it does look like there's absolutely nobody here in this, frankly, enormous stadium. I guess it's because this is a B team, so this is presumably Philadelphia's actual ground. It is ridiculously big. I guess we're going to get more and more of this the higher up the league system we go, where the grounds just get obnoxiously big, particularly for the number of fans who are turning up for the matches. I'd like to think there are some fans here, maybe in a top tier somewhere. There you go. They're all up there on that side, all hovering around in that upper tier. Philadelphia is not a million miles from Bourne, is it? So I'd like to think we've sent some fans. Maybe we haven't. Right, with the cross, Takada really should be finishing that. 2-0 up after 6 minutes. I'd be feeling a little bit more comfortable again after the disaster of what happened in that last game. But we have started brightly. Maybe the changes we've made are just what was needed. The other change I made was changing De La Fuente to be a no-nonsense centre-back. I figure if we're going to be paying him all that money, we may as well play him in his most preferred role. He did want to be a no-nonsense centre-back as a stopper. I never really have got on with using stoppers. So I've not made him a stopper, but I have made him a no-nonsense defender. Let's just have him in there defending and producing zero nonsense. That's what we're looking for from De La Fuente. Takada now has come deep to get a move going now and plays the ball over the top to Wright. All eyes on Wright today as we're looking to get another goal out of him before the glorious return of Kevin Johnson in the very near future. Takada again coming deep, again trying to release one of the three players ahead of him. This time it's Stackhouse. Look at the pace on Stackhouse. This is an impressive run from him. We've got some good competition for places on that right wing this season, with Robinson, Garcia and Stackhouse all vying for possession. And similar to the situation we've got for Takada's strike partner, if Stackhouse has an incredible performance today, decisions haven't been made yet on who my first 11 for the year is. There's opportunities for any of these players to force themselves into the plans. We were offering Stackhouse out just a couple of weeks ago in the summer, but if he comes in and looks good, that's his spot. The other two are only here on loan. I'd rather have someone who's permanently ours take the spot if the opportunity is there to do it. That's a very good finish from the Philadelphia player. I don't think we can blame Walker for what's happened here. I don't think we can necessarily blame the defence. It's not a lapse in defending. It's just an exceptional piece of attacking. I guess they've got in behind Fellies there, but the finish itself is pretty impressive. And other than playing a covering defender, and we don't really have anybody who's capable of doing it, I don't really know how we stop that from happening. I guess we play a slightly deeper defensive line, but I'm not going to do that. When have you ever known me play a slightly deeper defensive line? Just saying it seems ridiculous. We attack, and we attack from the back. We play attacking wing backs, and we play a high defensive line, and that's how we roll. Right, we probably need to make some changes. I'm saying that. I don't actually know that we have got a high defensive line on this one. Yeah, have we? No, we've got it's a standard defensive line. So I guess we could drop it back a little bit. Could drop it forward a bit. Push it forward and just let everyone get in behind us and compress the play. Right, Aguilar's got to come off. Rodriguez can come on for him. We are getting Johnson on as well. I'm tempted to make Robinson the third change and just shake the the front three up entirely and have Takada having 3 other players that he can try and create something for in the final 20 minutes or so, rather than changing to that awful 4-2-3-1 that we used in the previous match. We've not played well again today, which is a worry. It is a real worry for a team that I thought we were going to just kind of go and win the league. And we've actually started quite worryingly. We'll get this figured out before the next episode. We'll play half a dozen games or so. You know how it works by now. We'll do half a dozen or so games, come back sometime in here, hopefully with a few wins under our belt. We're doing the Academy Tour for the next 8 or 9 matches, which is going to be interesting because those Academy sides can go one way or the other depending on what the situation with their parent club is. So I have no idea if that's a tough run of games or an easy run of games. We'll find out as we get into that run of games. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. I couldn't remember the word subscribe. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.